What is it? How can we work it into our regime, our dietary, and spiritual path, and improving our divinely radiant health? Okay, so the spleen, essentially just over here on the left. What does it do? Well, it's responsible for red blood cell production and filtering, and in particular needs a bit of iron in order to keep everything flowing and nice and gentle and nurturing as well is something that the spleen also likes. So for me and for what we call pitta people in Ayurveda, those with a lot of fire, we generally want to counteract that with a little bit of cooling and a little bit of nurturing, because we can always have lots of energy on tap and be on the go all the time. And then to balance that, a little bit of nurturing and resting time is very beneficial for us. So in the past I had quite a few spleen issues. I was iron deficient, and there's quite a few pitta fiery people with iron deficiency, and this is the way I fixed it. A number of things, but this is a big contributing factor. So, chia seed pudding. Chia seeds are relatively new to us in the West, but they are fantastic. What do they look like? They look like this. And little seeds that expand. We definitely want to add a fair bit of water or liquid, because they do expand to 10 times their own weight, and they will absorb that. So best to do that outside the body than taking away moisture from within the body. And how do I do it? What's it going to do for me? Well, 4 or 5 tablespoons of the chia seeds in a container. Ideally a glass one, but if Tupperware container is practical, you can do that. Cacao powder. I love cacao powder. It tastes like chocolate. Add a little bit of sweetness into it, and it's superb. And the main things you want to add into this chia seed pudding is all of the iron coloured dried fruits. Yeah, hang on, we need iron for the spleen, and a lot of people are iron deficient, so add iron coloured fruits. Easy, right? So simple when you've done the research, tested it out. So if we add dates, figs, currants, prunes, and golden or Inca berries, then they are providing so many iron itself and producing components that are really going to get you going and able to nurture at the same time. Let's balance that fire. And for the liquid, I like to add coconut water, or coconut milk, and stir that in. That will just taste fantastic. Also puts in some more magnesium. So that's cool. What are the benefits of this particular wholesome meal that is super easy to prepare? It's got all the amino acids. Chia seeds have all the amino acids being the building blocks of building of protein. So that's going to help with the muscle development, but also repairing the intestinal lining and essentially give the body building blocks to whatever it needs to repair. It's going to provide a bunch of magnesium. So both the chia seeds, the cacao, and some of the fruits, in particular the coconut, all have a lot of magnesium in them. And the 4 things that are missing in the diet from the soil are calcium, magnesium, potassium, and there's one more that I just forgot. The best part is they're all in abundance in here. Banana is also good. If you want to add banana for the potassium, you can chuck a banana in there as well. And that's chock full of fruits, ideally in the morning for digestive flow. It's going to provide plenty of digestive flow because it's got those dried fruits, especially the prunes. Definitely. And what else is it going to do for me? Well, it's got a brilliant blend of omega-3s and 6s of the beneficial fats. So even the chia seeds by themselves are quite the complete meal. It came from the Incas, and they used to, it's their complete running food. It's very light, very easy to digest, takes very little digestive energy, and you're getting maximum nutrient value in for little production. So very energy efficient. As a result, they would give it to the messengers in the Incan and Mayan cultures and times that they would have to run. You know, they'd run marathons on a daily basis to get their messages between the different cultures, and essentially they're running postal service. So this is what they did. And it's going to provide plenty of iron because that's what's in the ingredients. Antioxidants. Antioxidants are incredibly vital for detoxification and rebuilding the body. And pretty much everything there has got quality amount of antioxidants in there. It'll cool the fire, so people with lots of get up and go that may be overdoing it, this is a good way to balance that out. And a massage is also good because the spleen loves to be nurtured. So hugging and touch and massage are absolutely wonderful. And maximum minerals. It's going to give us a chock load full of minerals, then the body can do whatever it needs to do, but in particular detoxify and rebuild is fantastic for that. And how long do you think this takes? I reckon I can do it in a minute. We'll have a quick test. So I'm on 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay, chia seeds, 2 tablespoons in one scoop, 2 tablespoons in another scoop. Okay, chia seeds in, cacao powder. I like cacao powder, and I've got a number of superfood powders in there as well. So whatever ones that you've come across that work well for you. All my mix of dried fruits. One-handed is a bit tricky. So all of the dates, currants, figs, all those. A bit of coconut water. A good stir is nice because the chia seed is going to absorb all of the nutrients and all of the liquid, and that will turn into a bit of a gelatinous feel, which is really good for texture as well. Okay, done in a minute. Right on a minute. Superb, if we can see that. Chia seed, chocolate, cacao. Deliciousness. Already prepared in my container. And that's breakfast for tomorrow. 1 minute, maximum nutrition, beautiful spleen care. Sensational.